I'm of course your host, Jack Knives, and welcome back to JACK-O-WEEN. Today I thought we'd look further back into our classics in horror, specifically into the silent genre, but not just a silent film, a silent foreign film. This is A Page of Madness. In Japan, a man takes a job as a janitor at a mental asylum in order to be near his wife. He attempts to save his wife despite her actual mental anguish, as slowly the asylum and its inhabitants drift further into madness. The greatest thing about the silent film era was it literally was pure visual aesthetics. It was visual art in its purest form, taking the concept of motion pictures as we know it into a new perspective that many artists still duplicate to this very day. And this is a perfect example of it. A Page of Madness shows what it truly feels like to be in a world where you are isolated and yet going crazy at the same time. Tanosuke Kinugasa was the director and co-writer of this film, and it just exemplifies nothing but pure beauty in horrifying ways. The lights and shadows playing tricks on your mind, showing what it truly means to lose yourself, and seeing all of the inmates going from these twisted visions portrayed with masks, and just so much is happening with so little dialogue. Not just in terms of words, in terms of expression. There are parts of this movie that just get under my skin. Could see any of these shots in the movie in the background of a music video or in the background of concert footage, because it's just this sensational vibe of bringing about what it means to be isolated and slowly going crazy. And very few movies can portray it in a way that this movie does it. I also love that it plays with the element of twisting and twisting and twisting. It's all about escaping within yourself and the world around you when you're also isolated. How do you escape a cell within a cell? It's really just as simple as that. Me describing it in any great detail would not do it justice. It's readily available on YouTube. As the movie was made in 1926, it falls under public domain, and therefore readily available to watch whenever you want. And it is worth your time if you ever want a good visual silent film. Tanosuke Kinugasa focused most of his filmography towards the drama section and the romance section, but for one brief moment he dipped his toe into the horror genre and gave us this beautiful masterpiece that we can appreciate all these years later. Before we head off, let's take one last look into our skull of random madness. And it looks as though we are going to end in just the right way. Glorious. Till next time.